I talk about psychopath, we should know information about it and maybe we will need it in one day.
There are more than 200 cases of psychopath disorder with all its types all over the world. The most of them contains two directions, moments of joy and moments of sadness, schizophrenia, gloominess, and fidgety. 1 out of 4 population, it means about 300 million people in the world ground for it. 50% of the illness will appear after the age of 14. 75% of it will appear after the age of 24. How are the psychological disorders and how is our perspective on the victim? Humans could be tainted by psychological disorders, just like every other illnesses, it could be cured. However, in some places, or we can say most of the societies, people around the victim blur them or count them as insane people or even criminals. Their families try to cover their illness from others. So the reason of this kind of behavior is because of having some wrong perspectives on the matter. For example, first, the cause of the illness is due to the ghosts. Second, psychological disorders are incurable. Third, psychological disorders mean insanity. Fourth, inheritance is the reason of the disease. The latter matter, psychological disorder is a physical distress that could be seen in the victim's personality throughout some psychological or physical symptoms as an anxiety, phobia, and blaming others without having any proofs. Sometimes the victim could redo some actions again and again without having control over himself. Sometimes it leads to stop some his body organs. Some factors of psychological disorders occurrence. First, heredity. Second, environment, historical, social, psychological. Third, parents' education style in childhood. Fourth, distasteful situation. Fifth is failure in life as breaking up relationship and emotional crisis. Sixth, emotionlessness. Seventh, the use of the cannabis. Eighth, deaf person akin. Ninth, stress and anxiety. 10th, gloominess. 11th, dementia. This is because of disorganization hormone serotonin in brain. Also, psychic disorders overall for two-part divisions. First, psychos. Second, neuros. It consisted of several points that I did not mention here, but it is easy to find them. Symptoms of the psychopath. These types of symptoms should be internal and should be physiological. First, mostly menarni. Second, continue think to guy's mouth, eye, and disagree with him or herself. Third, desertion society and sever society. Fourth, continue think of suicide. Fifth, diffidence. Sixth, sanity slightly. Seventh, fidgety and obsession. Eighth, shelter to liquor. 9 sleepless. 10 stress. 11 faint, for example epilepsy. Physical trait. First, baldness. Second, wrist or button. Third, nail rashness. Treatment is, it can be treated in two ways. First, individually or by a doctor. No, we don't describe it in her treatment by medication. Second, seeing the psychologist. Third, medical examination. Fourth, psychodrama and suggestion and psychotherapeutic. Fifth, the sport rule. Sixth, treatment and suggestion to cry and laugh. Seventh, relate define reading and writing. Eighth, suggestion and treatment for play games. Ninth, enact, dance, song, and music. 10th, wise and psychological treatment.